Hello everybody and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're going to be doing something a little bit different this episode in that we're going to buy a new truck, but first off I thought I could kind of take you around to have a look at all the trucks that are actually in the game, because even I don't really know all the trucks, to be fair. This is what we're driving at the minute, the DAF XF Euro 6. I'm going to not sell that, I'm going to put that into my garage, which you can see here in London, which is making some good kind of profit. We've got a MAN TGX XL, a Volvo F16 Classic Sleeper, and then my DAF. I'll make sure that the driver of this who takes over will be suitably, good enough to take on this beast of a truck, because it's seen me through from the very beginning. That's important to remember. I've never not had this truck when I've played Euro Truck Sim, apart from when I obviously didn't have it. That sounds weird, but what I mean is, ever since I've owned my own truck, this was the first truck I've ever brought, and I've always driven it, and I really like it. I like the way it looks, I like the way it drives, I like the interior a lot, but I have already chosen the truck I want to get next, so I'll go through and show you that. But first off, these are the truck dealers which you can go to. So we've got DAF, Iveco, MAN, Mercedes, Renault, Scania and Volvo. Okay, all real truck dealers in real life, if you didn't know. So let's have a look. We'll have to kind of like go around. So this is DAF, the first one, and as you know, I own a DAF currently, so I'm maybe a bit biased, but I do like them. I think this was the one I had, yeah, the XF, like this style. Now, these are ones that you buy. You can see the list prices. They do go up to like over 200,000. You can have a look. I should think the interior is probably similar to mine, but you can have a look if you go to the custom configuration and have a look inside as well. Yeah, pretty similar to mine. It's got that really nice like walnut type veneer, different dials and stuff, but otherwise pretty nice. This is like the top of the range DAF, I guess. 510 horsepower, which is not the hugest amount, but certainly a good looking truck. Maybe you wouldn't have it in that colour, but it's nice, you know. 236,000, so technically out of my price range right now, but it's nice. Iveco we've got here. Okay. This starts off with the Stralis and goes through. Now, most of the, when you have like the series, you can like upgrade it to be the better truck. So it's not like, oh, if you buy this truck, you can never make it any better than what it is. You can upgrade them and add parts on. But I think when it's a different series of truck, then you can't do that, or somewhere around that basically. But I guess this is the top of the range truck, the Stralis Active Super Space. It's nice enough. I think it's a little bit boring, if I was being honest. Truck of the year though, 2013, so you know. Let's have a little look inside it, see what the cabin's like. There's a lot of switches. I hate switches which don't do anything, so that would wind me up. It's very grey. I mean, it looks quite professional and everything, but pretty grey in here. I mean, you can sometimes like fully upgrade the can sometimes upgrade the way everything looks in here. I'm not sure you can do that on this model though. You can certainly probably upgrade the steering wheel. It already is upgraded, to be fair. But yeah, so that's a nice enough truck. 560 horsepower, so I think slightly more than the last one. Quite a small fuel tank actually. And yeah, I mean that's quite a nice looking truck, I guess, in the white. These are a little bit boring, but there's something quite cute about that type of truck, you know, the early sort of truck, which is pretty cool. There's certainly nothing wrong with it. 100 grand will get you your own truck in this game, basically. So that's Iveco. Then we've got Man. We go to München. These are the Man trucks. Again, very like. I don't want to slag them off and say they're shit because they're not. They're clearly very good, but perhaps a little bit boring. This actually looks pretty cool. I like the interior here. It's got a really nice big windshield. Lovely looking interior. Actually, looks really nice. Yeah, I'd go for this. That certainly would be on my level. It's already got the executive level of. Look at that, you can put a little carbon ball on it. How about that? It's certainly got an executive feel to it, hasn't it? Like this would be your, top of the line. Put your little notebook on there. Yeah, no, that looks pretty good actually. Paint wise, I like the size of that window. It feels like it's got a really nice big window there, which is pretty good. But an actual kind of like nice looking thing on it. But I think the front, it does look a bit like a coach, if that makes sense. Doesn't it, from the front there? If you look at that front there, you wouldn't really think that's a truck. You probably think that's a coach. But it's pretty nice anyway. Some nice looking like things here. We've got lovely like slightly over the top like paint jobs here as well. You can see how expensive they are, to be fair, so I won't be getting one any time soon. I'd like that if it didn't have the mammoths on it. If it just had that like icy look, that would be pretty cool, I think. You can see we've got loads of these like ones. These are part of like DLC, which you can pick up. They're usually like a couple of quid on there. I don't know what this one's from, but that's not the worst one in the world. It looks a bit American college football team though, doesn't it? Okay, so yeah, it's nice. That top of the line one is like what, 200 grand, so I could technically buy it in 680 horsepower as well. We'll come back to that. Maybe I like that one. Now I'm looking through. I'm like, change your mind. We can skip Mercedes. We'll do that last because that's the one I actually really like. We'll visit this Renault. Renault trucks are supposed to be the worst trucks in the game. Everybody says. I'm not. I don't know about that. I've never driven one. I don't think. Jesus Christ! Look at that. That is weird. That looks so weird. God, that is like. Oh my God. What even is this? It's got its own like the Renault Magnum Excellence, and the Renault Magnum Premium 2010 European Team Champion. Okay, that's 183,000. What's that Magnum? That's 480. That's 182. I'm intrigued by this. Let's have a look inside. This is like something from the film Total Recall. That's the interior. The interior is actually surprisingly like not that interesting. I like the fact that it's like got a custom paint job that you can't get on anything else. That's pretty cool. No different steering wheel or anything. I mean, there's nice seats with the little branding on them as well, so that's cool. But oh, shame both the lights don't come on. That's disappointing. Doesn't look like the worst truck in the world, to be fair. People will slag off the Renault trucks. I quite like the stylings on that, to be fair. It's not bad. That I'm not really a fan of. Let's have a look inside, because that's like the most expensive Renault truck. Yeah, if you look inside, I hate this green colour. I don't know why so many like things do that. Ugh, God, it's disgusting. It's a disgusting steering wheel. Yeah, not really a fan of this. That looks just like a Formula Mobile. But the Magnum I actually think's pretty cool. So maybe one day I'll save up and get one of those. Where are we? Scania. Scania. Here we go. And now you can obviously get paint jobs wasn't any of them. That's a nice looking Scania, by the way. I like this style of one. That's really nice there. The Scanias are the most expensive, I think. You can see here they're already over 200,000. 250, 260, 270, 300,000 for that one. That's the top of the line Scania. These are pretty cool here. The fact that it's got 8 wheels as well is pretty cool. You can't customise this, so I can't unfortunately have a look inside. Or this, or this, or this, or this. Oh, the reason why I can't is because I can't even buy these because I'm not high enough level. So these are really high level trucks, aren't they? Let's have a look at the highest one I can get, which is this one. Still out of my price range, to be fair. Ooh, okay, that is not a nice interior. That's disappointing, to say the least. Okay, that's nice. If you could do the rest of the oh, hang on. What the fuck is that? It's weird. Okay, that's also weird. I don't like the Scania. It scares me. Sometimes you can get like a whole new config for the interior. I don't know if that's an option here. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that. I don't like these dials, to be honest with you. They look very 80s, like really 80s. But there you go, there's Scanias for you. I mean, that one there, that's 240, is 520. The Scanias are really expensive. Like, if I get down to the one I can actually afford. Well, I mean, they take $100 grand jump there, so that's a nice one, to be fair. That's a nice truck, I like the front look of that truck, actually. But this interior, man, this console here is not good. The steering wheel's not the worst in the world. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. But this like console is, wait, can you get like under feet lights? Now that's pretty cool. I'll take that back. That's pretty cool. It's just these dials I don't like, really. The green seats are like, oh, I thought that was going to do like a big mural thing there. That would have been pretty cool. But yeah, as I said, you can like upgrade them still with all sorts of different things. Which will increase your ability to take things around. You can see this really ups its ability to take normal cargo, which is great. You know, if you want to have a normal cargo engine, you can get it all the way up to 580 horsepower. You know, you can do things like that with it as well. Yep, cancel. Things in that truck in it. So there's the Scanias and the Volvos. Volvos start off at 100,000. I think I brought that one for my truck company, and they go up to some pretty expensive. That's a nice looking Volvo, to be fair. That is pretty good. All the way up to this thing, which kind of looks like it reminds me a lot of kind of something like you would find in Knight Rider or something like that. Like, you know, that truck that they drive they drive Knight Rider into. I'd imagine in like a modern day thing, this is how it would look. But that's pretty sweet. Let's have a look inside. But the Volvos, that's disgusting. Like, can you change the whole colour of the? Because that makes me want to vomit. The way they colour this, like this colour, and the seats as well, man. I mean, what were they thinking? Just what were you thinking? Trying to see if there was by any chance a way to change that. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, you know, that's sad, isn't it? Because Volvos are really good trucks, actually. Just have to drive it from the outside. Yeah. So it's going to Mercedes, because the Mercedes is the one I think I want to get. I've only discovered one, and it's here. So here are the Mercedes as we go through. Start with the Actros, the new Actros, the Actros, the Actros, the Actros, the Actros. across all the way up to this, which is the high, like level 1, which to me looks like the fucking Batmobile of trucks, doesn't it? I mean, that is again a beast similar to the other one. Now it's 159,000. Admittedly, I could trade in my truck I currently have for 152,000. However, I think my truck's worth a lot more than that, and it will make me money on the road and stuff. So as a result, I'm not going to buy this truck. I'm actually going to buy this truck here, which is 191,000, which also I think looks very cool because I can upgrade it to that one if I wish. Can have a look, and also we can have a look at the interior, which I like. A little bit 80s, you could argue, but you can upgrade the dash. If I try and find a way, a little bit of this kind of sick colour there, but I can forgive it for having accents. Where's the thing to upgrade the? I know it's here because I've seen it. Okay, now I'm confused as hell because I know I've seen it in here. There was an ability to I could change that and change the rest of the interior. That's the outside, to be fair. I still think that's a really good looking truck, although now I'm kind of like going towards that like Scania. Was it this? No, it wasn't the Scania, it was the... But let's have a look at this one. It's got 476 straight out. It's 191,000. I could technically upgrade it to 578 currently horsepower, which is okay. Give it a big old shift like that. The cabin you see here, the Giga Space. Actually, where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, if we do that, you can see it now. It looks like the Batmobile. It does cost a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. Although you get that money back that you trade in, if that makes sense. But yeah, so you can kind of do that. I'm just very intrigued now as to why. Oh no, there it is. Sorry, on this. Oh, so can I change the other ones then that I didn't like actually? I was checking the wrong button. Because you can see how, yeah, you can get it like right hand drive, left hand drive. And you've got the walnut trim there, which I like, and you get that on the steering wheel as well, which would be nice. So let's actually have a look. See, I'm learning as well because I don't buy trucks that often. Volvo. Let's have a look at something like this. Was it this one or no? This. No, it won't change the colour. It would change the colour of the seats, but it won't change that sick colour. Oh god, that's worse. Okay, I'm out. Peace out, bro. So for me, it's a toss-up between that Mercedes and the... what was the other one we had a look at? The Iveco, was it? God, now I've forgotten. No, it wasn't the Iveco, I don't think. Was it the Man? I think it was the Man, wasn't it? No, it can't be the Man. That looks awful as well. Oh no, it was the Man because I liked this big window. So that's straight out the box. Got 540. Let's see this. What can we do with the interior? The interior is okay actually. I quite like kit. That's the executive versus. So it makes it look a little bit darker. It's actually really nice, to be fair. That's a really nice interior. The outside's a little bit boring, I'd say. And then we can get it up to 680 horsepower with actually not that, doesn't cost that much money to be fair. And we can get it up to like that sort of level. How does it look with that nice, God that's awful. It looks okay, I'd say. The Michelin Man. It's a little bit. I'm gonna say it looks interesting to me, but I'm not sure. So that's 540 straight out the bat. The other one, after me slagging off Renault trucks saying they're the worst, is that Magnum actually did appeal to me. This one just looks interesting, you know. 480 straight out the bat. What was the interior like? The interior was okay, I think. So you can have it. Oh God, I don't like the orange seats. You'd have it in the Route 66 edition, I guess. Should be in American Truck Sim, shouldn't it, really? It's okay, actually, as far as interior goes. You've got quite nice here. That's a big old window there. And you can get this up to 520, I guess. With so terrible for heavy cargoes. So that probably is why people say it's a pretty terrible truck. So I guess we have the we have a contest here, don't we, of what I want to spend my money on. Do I want to spend it on the on this 476, slightly less than the other one, but that Mercedes signs I think adds on a bit of price, doesn't it? If you go for the executive here, it does cost quite a lot, but gets you quite a lot as well, and potentially it could reach 578, although a bit more. I just haven't reached level 20 yet. So I'm just thinking like Torque's 2,800. So that's that one, and then the Man truck. The Man, he is the man. You know, because I want something interesting, but I want something that's going to be useful as well. So that, I'm thinking, because of the big, is that the, yeah, that is the big window one. You can see there they have much shorter windows. 540 straight out the bat. They're a bit cheaper. Interior's actually really nice. I really like that. That kind of means a lot to me as well. Like the interior can go all the way up to 680 horsepower, which is quite a lot, but pretty terrible for heavy cargo as well. Look at this. Good at hills, but not very good at heavy. You know, is that just the... No, just not very good at heavy cargo. We've got a heavy cargo badge, so I think that leaves that out, and that means probably the winner is going to be the Merc, because of its ability to get in there with the heavies. It's 191,000. Doesn't leave me with a lot of money. Straight out the bat, it will have 2,300 torque. It will be okay. It's pretty bad on the immovability kind of area because of the wheelbase, I'm guessing. Yeah, if you shortened the wheelbase, I would imagine it would. Yeah, manoeuvrability would be way better, but that's just part and parcel of having a big ass truck, I guess. And we can get up to 578 in total, which with the wait, why is that now not doing? Oh, because I didn't give the... Yeah, there we go. Oh, so was that... Wait, I'm learning now. If I give the Man the longer wheelbase, does that... Apologies images if you're like, oh my god, just drive something, would you? I will do a drive once I choose the truck, but you know, spending a lot of money on a truck is an important thing to take into consideration. Oh, okay, that's how you get the heavy cargo. You get the longer wheelbase. Gotcha, that looks pretty nice then. Get the longer wheelbase, get all that, and then yeah, it will be good for that. So it's good for heavy cargo. So anything I guess can actually be pretty good for heavy cargo. So does that mean the Renault is good for heavy cargo? If we change the wheelbase on it. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, right, gotcha. Still only goes to 520, so still probably not going to be the greatest truck ever, yeah, when it comes to doing things. Looks pretty nice though. Interior's okay. I guess if anything you would say that is an interesting looking truck. Like if somebody comes past you in this, you will notice them, won't you? Nice big open windshield as well, to be fair. Although it doesn't feel that open here, I guess. That's 2,500 torque. Oh, well, that's not. If we just look at it straight out, it's 2,400 torque. It's pretty good for normal cargo currently. Heavy's not very good. Maneuverability's good. Hill terrain, uneven terrain. Straight out the bat, and it costs 182,480. I kind of like that. Mercedes, you need to convince me now, because now I'm looking at that Renault and I'm like, you know, it's the Mercedes 476. Straight out the bat, good for heavy straight out the bat, which is pretty cool, but bad manoeuvrability, just because it's got a longer wheelbase. And interior, actually not a fan of the interior, so I think I'm going to not do the Mercedes. So for me now, it's up to the MAN truck. That one. Which is pretty good for average, I guess, for all things straight out the bat. 540 brake horsepower. Nice looking truck. Nothing spectacular about the way it looks. Very nice interior. On here, very kind of like standard, but you know, solid, I guess. The exclusive one just seems to make things a bit darker. It gives you some extra switches, which I have no idea what they do, and a cup holder. Probably prefer the standard actually. I always got like a better sat nav. Does it change the dials? No, it doesn't change the dials. And so for me, it's between that and the Renault. Weirdly, don't ask me why. There's something appealing about this truck. I don't know why. And I know Renaults are not very good, or at least that's what everybody says. Interior wise, not bad. That's the Route 66 edition. You get that, which for some reason makes the seats different colours. Jesus. And yeah, I guess standard steering wheel. Kind of nice interior. I think I'm going to go for the MAN though. I think we're going to go for a MAN. So this will mean that we will actually move to that area that it's in. So we're going to decide which dealer we want to go to. We've got one up here. What, Edinburgh? Is that Edinburgh? That's in Calais, and that's in München. I'll tell you what, let's go to München because it's nearest to where we are. better. Thing, I'd only have to pay 25 grand if I traded my truck in, but again, I don't want to trade mine in. It's got a really nice interior, I think. It looks nice, which is more important than it has any right to be. Looks pretty good with paint jobs, I think. I kind of feel like it's a bit boring though, isn't it? I'm gonna go for the Renault. I know it's a worse truck, but I kind of just think it's just interesting, like to look at. Let's do it. We just brought a Renault. Let's put our DAF in the London garage. Okay. There we are. Look at that bad boy. Oh yeah. We just bought a new truck. Don't say I never do anything that, or don't ever accuse me of trying to play this game sensibly, because that is not the sensible thing to do. And at least thematically wise, we're in the same area that we just were, I guess. This is our new Renault. I'm very pleased with it. We'll do a little job, I guess, while we're here. Oh, my gamepad's not on, that's why it's not working. It's also probably just not going to work because yeah, but I guess we can have the same look, I guess. Now my Xbox is working. I like that dial in the middle there. That's very cool. I didn't even notice that before, you know. Yeah, no, I like it. I know a lot of you guys will probably be like, that's disgusting, but what I would use is different. It looks different, that's for sure. That's what attracts me to it. And I know Renaults are bad, but maybe I'm here to say the Renaults are not that bad. Now, one thing I need to do, I think, is I need to recruit a driver, I think, for this, yeah. I need to recruit somebody. Okay, who have we got? I kind of want to recruit a female driver, but I want to recruit a good female driver. Oh my god, she looks mean as hell, doesn't she? Is it? Who is actually any good? This guy's alright. 379. She's quite cheap. She's got her explosives one. I think this one, Milliard. Driver rating though is 0.8. God, doesn't sound very good. But then again, this guy's actually really good. Oh, but this guy's got like he's got these and he. Okay, what's this one? Is this the heavy cargo or? I don't even know. That guy's got a very scary face. I kind of wanted a female driver though, but hang on. Do they have different people at different? No. Okay. 1,500 for each of your drivers, okay. I'm thinking I'm going to go with her, just because I wanted a female driver. Okay, you're going to be in London, and you're going to pick up that truck. Okay. Awesome. So now we've got 4 people driving for us, including me. This guy's really improved. Oh, so they improve as they drive for you, I guess. Yeah, look at this. Good. Okay. So we can train up at Millie, who's resting currently. My rating is 5. This guy's actually rated better than me. Okay. And then I guess we want want to take a job, don't we? From Paloma. I probably don't want to do that one. That gives me 110,000 as much as I would love to, but this would be such a you know, I don't think we want to take something like that. We probably want a much shorter journey, to be fair. Okay, that's kind of to Roma. I wonder if there's anywhere I haven't been though, which we can take it to. Okay, there isn't really. So let's go to Ancona. Why don't we do this one? Offer expires in 9 hours. That seems fine. Sure. Here we are. Okay. Ooh, it's got a nice sound to it. Hopefully you guys can kind of hear that. Okay. Let's get back in the cab. Okay. It's so weird, like when you're so used to like the sounds that everything makes. Oh, by the way, I should have put this in the UK style of thing, I guess. Well, to be fair, I do most of my driving on right-hand side things, so I mean, it's pretty nippy around here, but you would expect it to be because I haven't got anything attached. And I'll look to, I guess, upgrade this as we go around. Get this, let this open up for us from Iber Corp. Okay. Oh God. There we go. Sorry, it's because my buttons are still a bit freaky. There we go. So I've got to use the keyboard. Freight market. We want to go to Ancona. Okay. I guess this should be fine for like the kind of light cargo. I'm really happy that I've still got my other truck as well, because it's got such a like emotional attachment. There we go. There we go. Nice and quiet on the inside. I might actually need to just go to this view outside here. And anyway, if I don't like this truck, it's not that difficult at the level I'm at to actually get enough money to, you know, get to the next level, as it were. So I'm not too worried to get to the, you know, next level of truck or have the money to buy that truck, sort of thing. So I'm kind of fine with it. This is a fairly short journey. It's pretty long, I guess, so it would be a long episode because we just spent the last 15 minutes choosing trucks and stuff, but that's okay, I guess. I guess you guys don't really mind if we have a longer episode in some respects, do you? Okay, that was on go, so let's go. Yeah, so I guess we're back now to the kind of normal portion of the game. Me just driving around. It's weird being in a different truck. Really weird. I think it's weirder that it's left-hand drive now, which is good, I guess. I should probably get more used to left-hand drive because you know, I mean, there's a reason why cars left-hand drive. Sorry, right-hand drive in Europe, because you drive on the right, so it makes more sense. Obviously, I need to sleep as well, so I think we might pull in here and just sleep because otherwise I'll forget. And you know, but at least you get a full tank of petrol with it. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, I think it's over here. looks like it's here. Okay. And yeah, so okay, get the lights on. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing very well. I guess I'll include a little like skip a button or a skip a time thing for you, so that just wanted to check and my lights are. No, they're not. I'll probably went full beam. Maybe it turns on those top ones. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I might include a little skip in case you don't want to see that. He already speeds. He already is speeding. Jesus Christ. Okay. Only got 25 grand in the bank. I need to, you know, save up a little bit. But yeah, this is a nice truck, I think. I just love the way like every single forum I read, or like wiki or thread on your trucks, it was like, don't buy Renault, don't buy Renault. And here we are buying a Renault because that's the kind of guy I am. I was going to get that Volvo, and I like the Volvo, but I think the next truck I'll get will probably be that Man, because that's pretty torn, and that's a really nice truck too, I think. I quite like the clicking of the indicator as well. It's pretty cool. It's probably quite weird for a lot of you guys who are used to watching my videos to go, oh, this guy's driving a different truck and like things are on the different side. It's weird for me too, but you know, change can be good sometimes, so don't worry. Maybe I'll get Mercedes next up, I don't know what I'll get. Maybe I'll just look at buying some cheap trucks and expanding the garage out. That way. We're already making like 27 grand a day. We have got quite a big loan still to pay off, so there is that. Don't speed, there's a police car there. So yeah, there is that, I guess, but I think I think that ASMR trucking is a viable business. I think it's going to be okay, everybody. Don't worry. Speaking of viable businesses, though, that's a pretty good segue. YouTube today, I got an email from them regarding the changes which they're going to be making to the channels. Now, the reason why I got an email from them is because I had another YouTube channel many years ago, like probably a couple of years before I started this one, and I didn't do much on it, but I did a couple of things on it, and some of the things were quite popular, like more popular than any video I have on this channel, but overall it was more like a kind of it wasn't an ASMR channel or anything like that. But anyway, it doesn't have 1,000 subscribers, so YouTube's new guidelines are that they will demonetize any channel which doesn't have 1,000 subscribers or has less than 1,000 subscribers. So I obviously wouldn't get that normally on this channel because we're up to 3,300, I think. But I obviously, you know, because I got that channel which is under that, and it was monetized before. Then, you know, they're saying that I think February the 20th or something like that, they're going to demonetize it. And as with all channels, under 1,000 subscribers, or the other like thing you can hit if you do have under 1,000 is like 40,000 minutes of watch time in the last month, I think. So if you're getting like, I don't know, like 11 to 12,000 minutes watch time a day, you're okay. That does sound like a lot, and it is a lot. But it's not. The reasons why they're doing this is because of the Logan Paul situation, in that they've had some issues where, I guess, to preemptively guard against another so-called ad apocalypse, they have decided to oh, this is that funky bridge, but we're going over at night. They've decided that they're going to kind of get ahead of it, I guess, and end up show that they're making measures to stop people from I guess gaming the YouTube system, or show that they are trying to become more responsible. Because I guess from the side of YouTube, what they're trying to stop is maybe people doing things like uploading content which is not suitable, but it gets a lot of views, but people don't necessarily subscribe to those channels, maybe, and then those people make money off it. Of course, the only reason why people do things like that is because they want to make money. So for example, I see a lot of channels which show like Family Guy episodes, stuff like that, and they're like, they kind of crop the image a bit so that they don't get like copyright claimed, but they usually have under like 1,000 subs, because usually they have to keep changing channel all the time because they do get caught eventually, and I guess they monetize it and it gets a lot of views because people want to watch free Family Guy. But from YouTube's point of view, that's obviously not great, because they're going to get in trouble for putting up content or having content like that on their stuff, and advertisers don't want to be advertising in front of like pirated stuff. I guess the other side of it is people who are perhaps at risk of people stealing their videos and then re-uploading them in their name. You see that in the ASMR community a little bit. I think ASMR Darling had it a bit, and some others have had it, where people are just downloading their videos and then making a channel themselves and uploading it, and then getting views and whatnot, and making money off that. Obviously, if they can't make money, then they're not going to do it. And I guess the other side of it as well is that people who straight up put content on the platform which is horrible and not suitable, whether it's like terrorist videos or stuff like that, which people wouldn't subscribe to the channel for but perhaps would get a lot of views, is no longer going to be able to be monetized. Might not stop them putting that sort of stuff up, but at least they won't be profiting off it. At least advertisers won't have their adverts being associated with it, is YouTube's side of thinking. From a creator point of view, it's sad to see this happen, because YouTube's whole thing was that they want people to be able to put go to the trouble of making videos, putting on their website and making money off it. And if you're a person who is under 1,000 subs, but maybe you've made a few videos, and then you want to you're not going to be able to make money. It might be that you suddenly have a viral video, but it won't be monetized because you can't monetize your entire platform, or your entire channel, sorry. And then by the time maybe you do get round to being approved or whatever, the timeline for that is gone. So you may have lost hundreds of pounds potentially if you had something really go viral, which is really sad that that's the case. And while a lot of people may turn around and go, well, a lot of these smaller content creators don't make any money anyway, I kind of do agree with you in a way. But people who are genuinely serious about YouTube and want to do it, they may not have a lot of money, and that extra maybe $60 to $100 a year they might make by putting the full adverts and stuff like that on their content, maybe even more potentially spread across a year, they could reinvest in their channel, and then they'd be able to improve it, maybe buy some better equipment for it, or buy some better editing software or something, and take their content to the next level. But they can't do that now because they're not going to be able to monetize. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it just allows the big content creators to get richer or whatever, and YouTube are obviously just looking after them. I don't see it as that so much. If I look at the timeline of my channel, I had it took me 6 months to get 100 subscribers. It took me a year to get 1,000. So if I look at that and go, okay, that first year I wouldn't have earned any money. Now, I didn't really earn any money anyway because of the fact that I don't put ads at the beginning of my videos anyway. But if I turn and look at that, I'll go, it wouldn't have stopped me in any way, shape or form. Now that's me, because like I have a job which I can afford to do that, and I think it's sad if some people are going to turn around and say, well, there's no point in me making my channel anymore because I can't monetize it, because I think that's a very knee-jerk reaction, and I think looking onto it, people who have smaller channels like that, maybe under 1,000 subscribers, hopefully they're, what they're doing is they're making content that they enjoy making, and get the enjoyment out of it that way. That was certainly the way it is with my channel, rather than, oh, I can do this and I can earn money or whatever. But I do appreciate that. It's annoying. I remember when my first channel, as I said, I had a video which I'm not going to say went viral, but it got about 80,000 views, and it was monetized fully. As I said, it wasn't ASMR, so I don't really have a problem with that. And so I got about $60 out of that, maybe a little bit more, and I was really, really happy with that. It was a real kind of sense of achievement there. I had something tangible to show, and I ended up, I think I brought the division with that money, funnily enough. Once I'd set up an AdSense account and stuff like that. Well, what the fuck is wrong with this? This guy's like stuck here. For fuck's sake, is he broken down or something? He should put his hazard lights on. But he doesn't, does he? What is going on? Oh, wait, no, he's kind of going now. I'm just straddling two lanes here. Why is he going now? It's a red. Okay. Yeah, so looking at it from that point of view, it's sad, and it's kind of nasty that they're not just doing this for, like, new channels, like they did with the last one. I think they're doing it for all channels. I think, like, now it's when a new channel you have to hit 10,000 views before you can monetize, which is not a huge amount, or I think it's 100 subscribers and 10,000 views, and now obviously they're upping it, but they're also retroactively punishing all those people who may have recently, oh, we're going on a ferry, are we? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I remember. Oh wow, smart looking ferry there. So it's sad. It is sad. I would always say, first and foremost, that if you're making like YouTube videos just to make money, like with the sole intention of making money, then that's probably not the right attitude to go in with, because you can get a job and make money. Sure, this might be, maybe in a situation you're in, this is the only thing you can do to make money, but it should also be something you want to do, because it can take a lot of time, and for fuck's sake. No, I'm annoyed at that. Okay, well, there we go, that happened. So yeah, I think it's sad. You don't get a lot of illumination in the old, oh god, I've got to go this way. The old truck, do you, when you have your lights on? 21 degrees C. At 6:23 in the morning, it's going to be a hot day. Here in Villa San Giovanni. Oh, nice Renault car there. Oh, just repping the brand. Can't really see too much here. Want to go right here, I guess. yourself, car. Okay. Through this way. I'm just trying to like kind of concentrate as we get out of this city because it seemed a little bit complex there for a moment, but I think we're okay. Hopefully. So yeah, I totally understand YouTube's point of view on it, what they want to do. It sucks for all the people who are trying to build up their channel a little bit. You know, I feel for them, I really do. It's not very nice that they're doing it retroactively. I think that's one thing I would criticise YouTube for on this, is to say you didn't really have to do it on channels which had already, you know, got it, or you could say like for existing channels it could be 500 subs or something or lower, you know, but that's, you know, I guess the way it goes, isn't it? Like, it's never nice for someone to take something away from you like that, just turn around and go, oh, now you cannot do this. Having said that, you know, I do believe that if you plug away on YouTube, you believe in the content you're creating, and you know, you put effort into it, then you can get to 1,000 subscribers a lot quicker than I did, but also you know, probably within like 3-4 months or something like that. And I think if you really are passionate about making YouTube videos, but you're not prepared to make any for no money for 3 months or something, then it's not really the platform for you, or it's not really the thing you want to do. You know, besides which, the chances of somebody like having or the chances of someone living off their income when they have less than like 1,000 subscribers, I would imagine would be pretty slim. I don't know who do that. Obviously, it'd probably be useful for some people for a bit of pocket money, and you know, some people, you know, just from a kind of sense of achievement point of view, it'd be nice to be able to get paid for the work you do and the fact that people look at it. But you know, also now is a time to remind people about things like Patreon and stuff like that, where if you do genuinely believe that you make good content, but maybe it's not that popular right now, you know, for someone to chuck you $1 a month if they really enjoy your stuff, you know, as long as they're financially able to do so, is possibly not, you know, going to financially cripple people. If it's, you know, what I hate to see always, every single time, I hate to see videos where people are like, oh, my channel's going to close down if, you know, because of this ad revenue, please support me on Patreon. Because unless you have a very specific like channel where you need to spend a lot of money to make it, I don't believe that's a thing. Like, and if you do have that sort of channel, then perhaps you can diversify it and do other things, you know. Lovely looking bridge. The old Route 66 Renault chugging along. God. There we go. Turn my lights off now as well. It's got a nice kind of like low hum to it, which doesn't sound too dissimilar to my computer either, actually, to be fair. Need to slow down a little bit though. I need to get like some cruise control, find out what the button is for that. I don't even know if this has cruise control, actually, to be fair, so. And imagine for the price I paid, it bloody well should do. Let me just quickly have a look. Cruise control. Let's assign this to M. World map. Okay, that's fine. Just load back in now, I guess. Ooh, that's a nice looking truck, isn't it? Do we have cruise control? Oh, we actually do. Oh shit. No, we don't. I'm not actually touching the accelerator. I don't know. I'll just check to see if it is, but I'm not touching the accelerator, and it is just going at 49 miles an hour. It's going at 48. Do I have cruise control or not? Oh, I do. I see on the dashboard. If you look, it's set to 48 miles an hour. On there, when I press M, it goes to 0. Oh, sweet. Awesome. Okay, great. Now I don't have to worry about my speed. Albeit I should probably go to 50. See, as that's on the speed limit, is those 2 miles per hour. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, right. This is where it's difficult now for me to drive. 49, 50. M. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now we'll keep it at 50. There we go. Right. All over the place, aren't I? Sweet. So now we can just chug along and steer, because I got cruise control, baby. Oh yeah. But anyway. I like this truck now. Really nice big open window as well, I think. I should probably get rid of that, like, right. Nah, actually I should probably keep it, it's useful. But yeah, so, going back to YouTube, I think that it's going to suck for a lot of people, and I understand that. I guess YouTube think what they're doing is, as I said, like preemptively striking, so preemptively going, these advertisers may try and use this to either drop out or lower their prices, and we have to do something to not allow that to happen again. So the argument is, are they actually learning? A lot of people complain about the whole Logan Paul situation and the fact that YouTube did not act quickly enough. Since then, I believe they have taken away his premium service, so he was on the premium ad revenue, and they've taken that away, and they've also put a hold on his YouTube Red series, film, I think it was. Can't even remember what it's called. I'm sure it was total utter trash, but yeah, they've stopped that. And I saw recently he gave an interview actually where he said that he thinks he deserves a second chance, and everyone deserves a second chance, and I do agree that people do deserve second chances. Certainly, I'm not here calling for his channel to be deleted or anything like that. My one thing I would say is that the one thing which rankles me slightly in all his apologies is to say that he made a mistake, and everybody makes mistakes and stuff like that, but I think that is trivialising what was a pretty calculated move upon his part to create a shocking video, and I think if he actually was being honest when he says, I didn't do it for views, he clearly did, and I think that it's too easy for people out there to just turn around and go, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes, let's just move on. Because the real world doesn't actually work like that. There are consequences for it. If you're at work and you, say for example, I was at work and I was like, I'm going to take the day off today and I'm going to phone in sick, but I'm not actually sick. If for example you were to do that and then someone caught you, maybe you were actually going to go out with your friends and then someone saw you and they caught you, to turn around and go, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, it would not be good enough in the eyes of your employer. I mean, maybe you have a very lenient employer and they would say that, but generally what would happen is you'd face some sort of disciplinary consequence towards it, and as a result there would be some punishment for it. Now you could argue and say Logan Paul has seen the punishment in the ad revenue and the fact that his thing, and the fact that his film's on hold or probably cancelled more likely, and just the general crap that he's gotten for it. I also feel like he's not really accepting responsibility for it. It's just a bit too easy to say, I made a mistake, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he is just administering responsibility. So saying to like you know, oh yeah, you know, I'm sorry, I make a mistake, and everyone makes mistakes, and this is the first time I've ever done something like this, and you know, I think it's kind of like, I think it would be better coming from him if he turned around and went, you know what, looking back at it, the reasons for posting this video were that, you know, I wanted to try and maybe, you know, if he genuinely wanted to try and raise awareness, was to raise awareness, and you know, I knew it was shocking, I knew it would upset some people, but I was prepared to take that consequence because I thought that you know, the kind of because I thought that the pros outweighed the cons. Clearly I, you know, misjudged the situation and what I felt to be, you know, right in a video, you know, because the idea of the video was to shock people. Like, it, you know, no one would deny that. I don't think he would deny it, but if he kind of said, like, you know, the reason why I did it was to shock, but there's a thin line between shocking and actually, like, offending and, you know, hurting people, and clearly I did that, and, you know, I'm very sorry, and, you know, going forward, maybe if he turned around and said, like, I'm going to employ somebody, you know, as more of a level head, you know, to kind of not gate my videos, but certainly to, you know, kind of like somebody there to, I would say, just be the person on the outside to turn around and go, yes, this is good, or no, you shouldn't do this, you know, that sort of level-headed person, because clearly he doesn't have anybody like that around him, or if he does, they're either not making themselves heard, or they are, just look at my speed, sorry, I've got it on 44, clearly they're either not making themselves heard, or they're being ignored, or there's just people who are just going, yes Logan all the time. So I think that if he actually said, you know, I'm going to put in these measures to make sure that, you know, these videos get sense checked if I'm going to do something like this again, and that there was a right way to do this, and, you know, basically I'm too much of an idiot to work out what that right way is, so I'm going to kind of employ somebody to actually come across and from an outside point of view maybe, and say, yep, that's good, or why the hell are you doing this, you dumbass, like, this is not acceptable, then I would feel a lot better about it. But as it is, he's not done any of that stuff to my knowledge, so I kind of feel like he's just going to try and basically slide back in, probably do a few months where he probably will just do some crappy boring project, or, you know, not project but like videos, blogs and things like that, and then maybe he'll just go back to being his normal, like, idiotic, immature self. But there you go. I'm not his biggest fan. I can always appreciate when somebody does, you know, grow and as a business and market themselves and stuff like that. I watched the H3 video on them, and or on him and Jake Paul about their merchandise, and it's really, like, awful, like the way they push their merchandise, stuff like that. For me, merchandise is always something which is like, hey, you know what, someone's a fan and maybe they want to either try and help support you, or maybe they're like, they want to kind of like have that sort of like loyalty, brand loyalty in a way, like wearing a football shirt for a football club you support, or a basketball jersey or something. But I also feel like they should be interesting designs and stuff like that. as well. But now we go 50, okay. And not just like a t-shirt with like letters on it, because I feel like that's just a real cheap like version. Okay, now we've got the cruise control engaged. So yeah, I feel like that's like a whole other side, which you could kind of argue about the almost brainwashing cult that they are creating to just make them money is a little bit disgusting in a way. But hey, who could crack down on that at the end of the day? No one. So, yeah. What are you going to do? And now, as a result of Logan Paul's actions, a lot of small YouTube channels are suffering. And I hope that, like, gets through to him. I doubt it will. Like, I don't really think the guy lives on the same planet as a lot of people. Clearly, as his actions have shown. I don't necessarily think he's a bad person. Like, there are worse people in this world out there who do things for money, who like intentionally hurt or steal or rob or kill people for money. But I also feel that like he lives like just in another world, and not much will actually come through to him unless it directly affects him. And I think he's probably made enough money now, and he's continued to make enough money through merch and stuff like that, that it won't really ever affect him. But ultimately it's a pretty sad existence sometimes when, you know, your friends can't even stop off and say, hey, maybe you shouldn't put a dead body in a video. Like, I'd be questioning my friends if I was out recording with them and one of them did turn around and be like, hey, we should not put this up. Like, you know, really shouldn't. I think maybe they did. Maybe he's just so up his own arse he just didn't even care. But, you know, that's the way it goes. There's a lot of other trucks on the road, isn't there? Well, a couple of them nice man trucks there, taunting me as I drive my Renault. I've actually enjoyed driving this Renault. It's like I haven't felt. I mean, I don't think any of the trucks feel bad or anything like that. But the way people go on about Renaults is that they're pretty horrendous. I guess maybe the bottom level ones are a little bit. Like the low level ones are probably pretty bad. But that's the way it goes. So look at that, we're up to 36,000 already thanks to our drivers. So I mean, that's really cool. We are making good money. We've still got another 6 hours to go, so I should have stopped off and slept there because we're not going to make it. Might even be late on this trip, you know, because of the 2 sleeps, but what can I do? What can I do? And I like the dials on this as well. Like, as I said before, like the interior of the truck is important to me because it's where I spend most of the time. So if I'm looking at like this kind of sick, like cream colour that, you know, just makes me think about vomit all the time, then it's not great. So we're paying 5,700 a day on our loan, but we're making 27,000 before we had the 4th driver. So obviously that's 22 grand profit a day. It's pretty healthy, I think. Just get them guys out there making me money. Probably will come to a point whereby I can just sit in my truck and not do anything. Just sleep constantly to like gain money. I mean, I guess I could do that now. I could sleep for days and days till I got like millions. Kind of doesn't really feel like that's playing the game as much as you know, it's not really playing the game, is it at all? It's gaming the game. Here's the Route 66 Magnum. That's a pretty nice looking truck, I think. You may disagree, and I totally believe that you have the right to disagree. God. Get a bit closer to the edge there. Right, we actually need somewhere to sleep pretty soon. I like this cruise control though, this is nice. This way I don't get any tickets for speeding or anything like that. It's good. It's very good. I look forward to seeing what I can actually upgrade on this truck in terms of like the appearance of it and stuff like that. When we got like maybe when I get to like 100 grand, I'll have a look at that. As it is from the stock, it's still pretty good. Out the bat. I mean, it's not my my DAF at the end of the day. That was just a beast of a truck by the time I'd finished with it. But obviously, that's a different case. I'm happy with that truck, like the way it is. So I think I got it about as good as I would ever want it to be. We can stop off at the services just up here and have a look and have a snooze. I guess don't need any petrol, so still running on that free petrol they gave us with the truck. I don't think that most times that you buy a shit. There we go. Didn't hit a thing, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I think most of the time when you buy a truck in real life for a car, they generally don't give you a full tank. There we go. Oh, wait. You're getting some rest. Okay. There we go. God, I thought I just hit that truck then. Whoops. Nearly. We don't need any of this, so... I'm sure there's no cars coming. I'm not even looking, just want to keep that momentum up. Okay. What have we got coming here? Sorry, Mr. Truck who's behind me, but we are pulling out. Thank you. And what's the speed limit here? 450, sorry. Let's get up and let's engage that cruise control once more. I like cruise control. I think it's my favourite new thing. I may have added it by the truck, by the way. I probably did. I just never even thought about using it before. But there you go. So we're going around to the right to Pescara. And I'm glad I got to stay in Italy a little bit as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we do want to go around to the right. Is it still 50? It is still 50, yeah. That's interesting. I like nighttime driving. I know I've said that before, but there's just something a lot more relaxing about it than daytime driving. I don't know why. Because it's harder, for sure. It's a lot harder. But for me, personally, I just find it more relaxing. Probably because it's darker and you can just focus on the road ahead. You're not looking all around you at stuff that's going on, you know. And it's quieter on the roads generally. Still surprised me. I drove home from Norfolk on Christmas Day. Amazed me how busy the roads were in London. Like, I know London's a bit of an anomaly when it comes to that type of thing, but like, I didn't think it would be that. Like, we got income of 1,000 from Millie R. I didn't think it would be that like that bad. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't like massive traffic jams, but there was certainly, it didn't feel like Christmas, put it that way. It felt like a normal night driving in London. It was very weird. So 188 miles left, 4 hours 22 minutes. Just sitting on the motorway. Outside is a actually very comfortable. 18 degrees C, probably not that comfortable if you're in like bed with a big duvet and stuff like that. It's probably pretty uncomfortable, I would imagine, but there you go. As I said, we might be a little bit late because I had to sleep before getting here. Well, just out of interest, no messages. No, don't need that. Okay, how long have we got? Okay. Oh, sorry, I just hit the mic there, so that probably was quite loud for you guys, so I apologise. So, remaining 10 hours, 38 minutes. Okay, that's cool. So we got more than enough time. That's good. The never late Renault. I basically just bought this truck because I thought it looked cool. That is the story of my life with purchasing things. I brought a new monitor for my PC. I had this idea, I think I probably mentioned it before, maybe not on Euro Truck Sim. I had this idea that I would sell a lot of my stuff on eBay and make money, which that was a good idea, and I did do that. And then I would upgrade my graphics card. I didn't really need to add a 1080, I've now got a 1080 Ti, a little bit pointless. And I would get a new case for my computer, which was a good idea, and I did do that. And it looks really nice now, and it's a lot better. Airflow, everything is a lot better. And I would buy a TV, a 4K TV, because I've always wanted one. I love, like, the difference for me from 4K from like HD is the difference from standard definition to HD. Like, it's that much of a jump. It just looks so good. And I wanted the TV to have HDR as well, like good HDR and stuff like that. And I saw this like advert for the LG. I forgot what it is now, but it's a 49-inch TV, and it was, and a lot of the reviews on it said it's actually really good for gaming because it's got this game mode on it, which is actually very good. And usually the problem on TVs is the response time. The input lag is really bad because they're just not meant for, like, especially high, like, refresh rate, like video gaming. And when I say high, I mean above 30, because consoles are usually below 30. I'm trying to get past this truck, so I'm speeding. I'm flying past him now, didn't I? I flew past that guy. I'm stuck behind this other truck, I guess. Yeah, so I had this idea that I would use that TV as my new monitor. Like, it'd be cool because it's 4K, it's HDR, it has like actually quite a good game mode on it, so the input lag will be low, and everything I said was right about that. It was really good. It still is really good. I still own it. I had a bit of a problem when I first got it, that the first panel I got was smashed, so I had to get a replacement, but that was tidied up within a few weeks, I'd say. It's frustrating, but that's the way it goes. Then I started using it, and I'm like, this is so cool because it got this like really big, nice TV, which I'm using. I sold my old monitor, which was a really nice like AOC Aegon 1440p 166 Hz, I think, G-Sync monitor, and 27 inches. And I sold that as well, and so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to use this TV basically for everything. Now, what do you think the problem was? Because it might surprise you. It wasn't that the TV was bad in any way as a monitor. It's great, I'd still use it. The problem was, it was too big. And I know that might sound crazy, but certainly when you're gaming, you kind of have to take into account everything that's going on the screen, and generally you sit fairly close, especially if you're using keyboard and mouse, and that was the case with me. And because I was sitting so close, number one, it was killing my eyes. Like, my eyes were hurting so much, even though when I was putting it in like comfort mode and low eco light and stuff like that, it was killing my eyes. And thirdly, or secondly, I can't remember which one. It was just too big to see the whole screen. Like it just was too big, and so I picked up a Acer Predator 27-inch G-Sync 4K monitor. So because it's 4K, it'll only go to 60 Hz. But to be fair, my computer will only run most 4K games at 60 Hz, and I record at 60 frames per second anyway, which is what the Hertz kind of applies to. So it doesn't worry me in the slightest, and it's really nice. It's got G-Sync, which really helps. Like that was the one bad thing on the TV, was the fact that because it didn't have G-Sync, when frame rates would dip, which they do on 4K, sometimes I'll drop to about 40, 45, in heavily built up areas in games like Assassin's Creed Origins. But you would notice that stutter and that slowdown. With the G-Sync, you don't notice it. The only reason I notice it is because I have a frame rate counter in the corner of my screen. But it just smooths everything out, and and it looks really good. It doesn't. I wouldn't say that it looks any better than the TV, but it looks really nice. The monitor itself, the way it is, it's an IPS panel, so it's got really nice colour to it, and it's really nice to just be gaming on a PC monitor again, because and I still use my TV to watch things. And the other good thing is that I didn't like about the setup I had before was that I had the TV on my desk and everything, so if I ever wanted to watch TV, I'd be sitting in my gaming chair at my desk, which sometimes you want to lay down in bed and watch TV or something like that, and I couldn't do that, and it was kind of annoying. So now I can, because I've moved it back over to more towards my bed so I can see it. So now I've got a pretty sweet setup in itself, and maybe I'll do a video on it one day, which I'm now really happy with, and I'm not going to touch it for a long time. Like, I'm not going to touch it. I say that, and I probably will, but like everything I've got now, I'm really happy with. It's pretty much all like top of the line that you would, not like as in like, oh, it's literally the best of everything, but like it's all good quality, I'd say. Like, I've got a nice mechanical keyboard, the HyperX Alloy. I brought a new mouse because my other one, which was a Razer, Naga, it was a bit too big and a bit too heavy. It's really nice, but I actually brought a cheaper mouse than that, weirdly. I brought the SteelSeries Rival 110, which was about £30, and it's really nice. It's quite light, it's a bit smaller, which is quite nice. I've got quite large hands, so it doesn't worry me too much, but like the size of the Naga, but it's kind of nice to have that kind of lightness to it. And I've got a Yeti microphone which I record with, which is good. I've got some nice speakers as well, some creative speakers, because the speakers on my monitor are utter dog shite. Like, I've seen bad speakers on monitors, but fucking hell, it's bad. I've got some HyperX Revolver, I think, headphones, which are cool. And so I've got like no reason to upgrade anything. So for like 2 years, I'm thinking I'm not going to do anything. I've got the graphics card I want. I've got a CPU which is more than good enough. I've got 7700K i7. I was thinking of getting more RAM, but I really don't think it would do anything. And why the fuck has Millie not got a job? Do I have to sack her, for fuck's sake? And I was thinking that kind of lost what I was saying now. I need to get past this truck. That car behind me is just gonna have to hold on. I completely forgot what I was saying now, because Millie R just pissed me right off. I literally can't remember. yeah, like everything now about my PC is good. The storage I've got is great. I guess you could argue an M.2 drive would be faster than an SSD, but like I don't need that. Oh, I was talking about RAM. Sorry, yeah. So I've got 16 gigabytes of fairly fast RAM. I think it's about 3000 hertz, something like that. It games. It's no problem. So I think it should be fine. And RAM is so expensive nowadays that it's just not worth buying anything. It's just not worth buying it right now, so you know I wouldn't upgrade anyway. Even if I was like, it really needs to, because it's like twice the price of what I paid a couple of years ago for the same RAM, so it's kind of sad, but there you go. Yeah, so like now I'm happy with my setup. Like there's nothing where I'm going, ooh, I want that. Obviously there are things actually where I'm like, ooh, I want that, but like there's nothing where I'm like, okay, that will actually improve my setup, you know, whether it's a better keyboard or better microphone or anything like that. Like I've got to that point. Admittedly I've spent a lot of money, thousands probably, but you know, once you get to that point, I guess now I can start actually saving up for 8K in like 2 years time. That'll be fun. Oh dear. Okay, we need to drop that speed a little bit. Okay, we've got a toll road up here, or toll gate, I guess. Okay. €100. Motherfuckers. At least I'm getting 25 grand to deliver this, I guess. I'd like that Renault thing to light up in the middle. It disappoints me that it doesn't. There we go. So yeah, I think I'm genuinely like happy now with my setup. I'll probably, by the time we do another video on this, I'll probably be like, yeah, so I've upgraded this and I've done this because I'm just obsessed, basically. Oh, the one thing actually, I told you there was one thing. The only thing I was thinking of getting was a new cooler for my CPU, because at the minute I'm using a Cooler Master Evo. Is it 212? Yeah, the 212, and appear to have missed the entrance. Someone's this. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking of getting like a water cooler, which would be like 100 and something quid. Fine. But it's not essential. I'm not getting high temperatures on my CPU, so I don't think that it would necessarily be advantageous to buy a new cooler. So I may leave it for another year, because by then, like, you could argue that you should probably like reapply your thermal paste and stuff like that. Anyway, so then I can probably justify it. There we go. And there we are. So that's our first ever trip in the Renault. Very happy with it. Test drive limited. I don't know what that did. We got 25 grand. We're getting close to level 19. There's the truck. Thank you so much for watching. Millie. Look at me making 20 grand profit a day. Oh yeah. This guy's making 4, this guy's making 5, she's making 500. Millie. Anyway, until next time guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.